Hello and welcome everybody back. My name is DJ Calvin. We're back with another crypto review, and today we have another DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization, and it actually just released around 5 days ago, and it claims that it gives 7% daily ROI. Now, does this mean that it's guaranteed? No, it's not. It can be anything lower, it can be anything above that. This is just the average daily percent that you can get back. So if we look into the website, it is Louverture.finance. That's the name of the DAO. You can see it says the opening of your yields across different chains empowered by nodes. Enter the gateway of DeFi through our yield, producing 5,700 APY. Only 100 Louverture tokens needed to get started. Try it now. And actually, Louverture is on the Avalanche chain, and I've seen in the Telegram group that a lot of people find this actually slightly challenging, because, you know, even for me, this is my first time actually using Avalanche. You will need Avalanche to buy Louverture tokens. So there's 3 buttons here, which you can see the white paper, you can buy LVT, or you can launch the app. First things first, I want to let you guys know where you can get Avalanche is the same place where you get BNB. So for example, I use Binance to get BNB. What you can do is go there and get Avalanche and then send it to your MetaMask, to your Trust wallet, the same way you do with your BNB. So after that, you would come here to this website and click buy LVT, which is the Louverture token. After that, you'll see here you'll be transferred into a DEX, a decentralized exchange, and you can easily buy your Avalanche. Simple as that. You need a minimum of 100 LVT to start staking. So if you look at the price of Louverture over at CoinMarketCap, you can see it's actually on a dip right now. It's 3x from the all-time high. So this is actually a good entry to anyone who is thinking about this, especially long term. Why? Because we're talking about DAOs. DAOs are always better in the long term. You can recompound daily, and you can exponentially increase your total value staked and increase your daily ROI in the long term, especially that this is 7% daily right now. We never know, they can decrease it in the future to make it more sustainable. Maybe right now it is not sustainable. And actually, I did see their updates on Telegram, which I'm going to link in the description. They are increasing the bonuses during this Christmas time, so it's a good time to be recompounding and thinking about the long term instead of the short term. So after that, after you get your Louverture tokens, you go back to the website and you click launch the app. And after that, you will need to connect your MetaMask. Now, I had seen people have some trouble connecting their MetaMask with Louverture, and that is because you need to add the network to your MetaMask. Now, if you're on Trust Wallet and you're using it on your phone, this will do it automatically. But if you're using MetaMask like me, I'm going to show you exactly how you add the network to MetaMask. What you need to do is launch up your MetaMask, and here in the top right, you have to click the networks and click add network. Now, I'm going to link this in the description. You need to go to this article, which will show you the details that you need to add Avalanche. And as you can see, all you need to do is click the add network and then copy in the network name, which would be Avalanche Network. And then after that, you can just click save and it will add it to your network. As you can see, I cannot click save because it's already added on my wallet. Simple as that. You can now connect to Louverture easily. But remember, if you're going to go back to PoolCoin, or if you're going to go back to a site that uses Binance Smart Chain, you need to remember to switch back your networks using Smart Chain, because it will not load. That's the unfortunate part. It's not automatic. Now, as you can see, this is the interface that I have, that you will have. This site actually recently updated. You will see that I have 2 nodes, which requires a minimum of 100 Louverture. But right now, I currently have around 2.5k. I started with 2,000 Louverture tokens, and over the past 4 days, I've just been recompounding as much as I can, and we'll get into it. What is the best strategy in when to recompound and how many times a day you need to recompound. So as you can see here, I can claim all, which claims the daily accumulated tokens so far, or you can compound all. What does compound all means? So let's just say you have 100 LVT tokens. By the end of that day, you'll get 7% back, which would mean 7 LVT tokens. What you can do there is recompound it, so the next day you're going to get 7% of 107%. Now if you imagine this would go for, let's say, 6 months from now, you can see how that would exponentially increase your daily ROI. And that's why I'm telling you guys, you need to have the mindset of a long-term investment. So if you scroll down, you'll see the 2 nodes that I have and when did I create them. In the Telegram group, I did get recommended to create 2 nodes and split my LVT tokens into 2. Now obviously you can do 3, you can do 4, 5, how many you want, or you can even put them in 1. Now, 1 node requires 100 to infinity amount of LVT. That's all you need to know. Other than that, as you can see here is the bonus. You see here that is 9% actually instead of 7%. Why is that? And I'm going to show you part of the white paper where here it mentions the node tier system. Now, you can claim at any time, but you have to wait 4 hours after compounding to compound again. What does this mean? Now, if you compound every 4 hours, there's going to be a bonus. So the more you compound in a day, the better. But you need to give a minimum gap of 4 hours. And as you can see here, it shows the charts and how much percentage you can get. And right now I'm on 9% bonus. So now if I click compound on, I'm just going to show you how simple it is. It's just going to cost you a transaction, which you have to keep in mind if you are planning to compound 4 or 6 times a day, because it would mean every 4 hours. A transaction usually costs around $0.8 up to 1.6. So keep in mind the transaction costs. You want to have them, you want to have available funds in your wallet in AVAX to pay for your transactions. Now, personally for me, I'm actually thinking of just compounding once per day. That is good enough for me because I don't really think the bonus is that high unless it's uncapped, which would definitely be worth it. So I would probably recommend around, if you can, 6 times every day, every 4 hours, but you want to stay at a minimum of 1 recompounding per day. As you can see, my available LVT was compounded, and if I scroll down, actually I have a 10% bonus. Now it does say it in the bottom here. It says I'm making roughly $1.84 plus 0.18%. Now obviously this can vary in how much money you have initially invested, but I'm going to show you a graph towards the end of the video on why it's better to recompound and not claim at all. Because one thing to note, if you do claim, you're going to lose your bonus. You start with 0 bonuses at all. And I personally think this is obviously high risk because it has actually just launched around 5 days ago and the price did peak, but now it's kind of coming down, and I think it is actually in a consolidation period. So will this become bigger in the future? We don't really know. But if we look at a market cap of Louverture, it is actually sitting on 8.7 million. Now, I personally think this is actually very low and there's a lot of room for this to grow. We're talking about minimum 100 million, which would mean, if we put out the calculator, 100 divided by 8.7, which would mean a room for 11x. That also means 11x of your daily ROI, 11x of your total value stake. So the final thing I want to show you guys is actually an Excel sheet that I put some time into, and I hope you guys really find this helpful. Now you can use this either to visualize where you're going to be after months of recompounding, or you can use this as motivation to carry on recompounding because you know where it will get you roughly. Now I just want to keep in mind that the 7% is not guaranteed, and in the future they can lower this to keep it sustainable. So I'm going to start with the value that I started with, but unfortunately because of the price it dipped down, we're going to keep it at $30. Now obviously it's very likely for the price to go back to where it is in the next year, but I want to keep it very realistic and almost worst case scenario. What if the price did not go up? What if this was our floor for the next year? So my value is worth $30, and we can change the daily ROI to 0.07 because that is 7%. The deposit tax is actually 10%. The compound tax is actually, I believe it's 5%. I'm not sure if it's untaxed, but we're going to keep it worst case scenario, we're going to say that it is 5% taxed when you recompound. And as you can see by the right here, it says at day 30 I'm going to be making $12 a day from my starting of $1.89 a day. So in a month I'm going to go up by a 12x. This is by doing the worst case scenario, which is recompounding once per day, which also means 0% bonus. So keep that in mind, guys. Keep that in mind. And then on the second month, it's gonna turn that $12 into $84 a day. That is huge. And then at day 90, which is after 3 months of consecutive non-stop recompounding, I'll be making around $582 per day. Now, is this too good to be true? Because if we look at towards the end of the year, I'm going to be making around, I don't even know, this is billions. Of course, they probably most likely will reduce the daily compounding to something that will keep it more sustainable. But why they keep it on like this is because they just launched. They want to get attraction from people. I'll be happy with as low as 3% daily. Hopefully nothing less than that. But I do want to take advantage of this daily percentage because it's really high, and I know it will cause price to go down. But I do know in the long term the price will go up, hopefully, if Louverture blows up even more. So let me guys know, what do you think of Louverture? Are you in Louverture? Have you already known about Louverture? But if you just watched this video to get any more information, and I hope you did. But if you're new here and you're new to Louverture, let me know what you think in the comments below. Hopefully this video was informative about how to use Louverture and what is the best strategy. Again, remember, maximum 6 times a day, every 4 hours, minimum once a day. Why? Because we want the best yields. We want to get this effect that I'm highlighting right here. Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, you can support me in multiple different ways. You can like the video, you can subscribe, you can comment, and I'm going to leave my wallet address in the description. If you want to tip me, anything would be appreciated. I'll put 100% of the donations towards Louverture because I really want to get my wallet. Other than that, guys, I hope you have happy holidays, and we'll see you with another video. You can leave any crypto you want me to review in the description below. I'm actually currently interested in DAOs. Other than that, it's been your boy DJ Khaled. You can check me out on Telegram. I'm gonna leave all the links in the description. I'm gonna leave everything. Thank you very much for watching, and